Close.
Yeah.
Hello. Using this to rest my feet.
Hey, Ms. Close, 10 for me right up front. Congratulations. You're so fantastic at being evil. Can you tell me, it's almost like you're, on Damages, and I'm a huge fan of the show, it's like you're playing like a high-powered, Cruella de Vil is a high-powered attorney. How do you do that? Because you do it with mirth. And it's funny.
Well, I think it's in the writing. You know, I think they haven't made. When we first talked about this character, I said I've been evil because Cruella is literally the devil. So what interests me is people who other people might consider that they're behaving badly, but then you want to figure out why. And it's the why of the whole exercise that I find fascinating. And our writers are really good, and they give you, you know, a lot of leeway and good words to come out of your mouth, so you can really kind of construct a lot of times a secret, you know, secrets that maybe one day the audience will know. But secrets are very powerful.
Is Patty evil?
No, she's not evil. No, if Patty were a man, would you be saying that?
Absolutely.
Would you?
Yeah.
I don't think as much.
Hi Glenn, congratulations, it's a far back you.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you like about your character and what you feel irritation from your character?
I don't feel irritated by my character at all. I like her because she's very smart and she's very capable and she has wit. I call it cosmic wit. You know, it's like wit that actually informs serious things as well. And I'm fascinated by her. I think I was very disturbed when the first season because I didn't know the ending, and I still don't really know who my parents were. There are a couple of clues this past season, but you learn to. I think it's like living a novel. It's like the 21st century version of Dickens. You know, I think it's actually shows like ours are a new art form. We're not making, you know, one episode. We're making a 13-hour movie and now a 26-hour movie. And if you have great writing, it's something that, you know, I think there's kind of a phenomenon where people will they'll emerge. They'll just submerge themselves. They'll get the box set and they'll watch the whole season. And I've heard more and more people, they just like to do it that way because it is seamless and it is very rich, challenging.
Hey Glenn.
Hi.
I have an actory question for you. For my questions. You are so at the top of your game and you have such technique and craft and talent. Do you ever have days where you struggle with permission as an actor? Do you have days where you go, oh, I can't do this, I don't feel confident? Or
usually that's when I'm creating the character. I've been shy in front of some of the characters I've been asked to play, and if I'm really having a hard time kind of finding the voice, I'll go to Harold Guskin, who is a wonderful acting coach who I've known for many, many years, and I'll pick one scene that I think is kind of a seminal scene, and I'll be willing to make a total asshole of myself in that room to get over the barrier of not being able to give myself permission. And I mean, I think with the pace of television, you only hope that you can think of everything that's something that's interesting. You know,
You talk before about the scripts as well. For you, what makes a good script an inevitable script for you?
I don't know if I can actually fully articulate it because I think I'm actually quite. I know in the first 5 pages if it's something that really grabs me, and it has to do with the elegance of the writing. I think a great script leaves room for an actor to do what we do. And you don't want anything that's too on the nose, you don't want anything that's too overwritten, and you want to have aspects of the character that you find challenging and fascinating. But I think it's elegance. I think it's a certain kind of writing that it's hard to find, but when you find it, you know it immediately. One more question, please.
Glenn, back here. This is the second year where the Emmys have been really dominated by shows that are not on network television. and I'm wondering what you think that says about the state of network television and the state of cable television.
When I first did television, God, what was it, the 80s? It was a totally different landscape. HBO didn't exist. The place to do really serious, classy work was Hallmark Hall of Fame, I think. And then along came HBO, which I always thought was, before that was the BBC, what we saw in this country from the BBC, and that evolved. I think that inspired whoever it was, you know, it was a certain quality of television that we at that time didn't have in this country. And I think with the emergence of HBO, started to change the landscape. And I think the writers, what I have experienced is that writers on cable more often than not are given much more creative freedom than they are in network, and that's where creative people want to go. They want to go where they can realize their vision, and there always will be fights, you know. But I think, you know, the best writing, I personally think, the best consistently best writing are some of these shows, ours included, which don't work by any formula, and are largely character based, and they tell great stories, and that's has not been kind of the journey of network. They're going in a totally other direction. So I think people want to hear good stories. They want to be emotionally involved, and I think more and more that's what you find on cable.
Lynn,
thank you very much.
How has your mother inspired you?
Oh, my mom, oh my God. Well, my mother has inspired me in every aspect of my life. I think probably the most that she's inspired me is her great, she appreciates people. She is a wonderful people person, and she also has a great love of nature, and she's always renewed herself in nature, and I think I have those genes as well. Yeah, she's a great lady, my mom. Incredibly unpretentious, and she doesn't like shopping.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.